Hello folks, and welcome back to a brand new video from us at Kennel EXP. So today we are out on a walk, and we've not combined these two walks together before, so we're going to do it today. So we're not a million miles from a place called Kennel Vale. Now Kennel Vale is gunpowder works, dynamite works, and we're near the village called Pontsnew, folks, and we've done quite a bit of filming around here on and off, and because we are a little bit limited with the weather, and we've got a rainbow over there, can you see it? It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's hit and miss today, and tomorrow is a complete write out. So this is why we're out today doing what we do. So we've got the drone, and I'm hoping to be able to get the drone up and fly above the valley there, which is to our left, just over there. We're just above it basically, folks. I think there probably was an access way from this bit originally, but over the years it's kind of like been forgotten and robbed out basically. So we're just atop the side of it right now. So what we're going to do, it's a basic glorified walk today. So I hope you're all good. Hope you had a great Saturday so far. It's Saturday, folks. It's in the afternoon, and we're at it again. So I hope you're all good. Just like to thank all new recent subscribers. You're not going to be disappointed because we are out quite a bit filming, folks. But as time goes on, we're just going to slow it down to filming during the week and the odd investigation in the evenings now and again, because we've got potentially more work. We've got more work, so that means that the channel will, you may not notice it, folks, but we're gonna have to slow down filming during the week, but we'll endeavor to do as much as we can. But there's going to be times when we just can't go out. Now, I do have a backlog, and I will use that backlog as and when required. So it might be seamless, folks. This is what I'm saying. It might be seamless, but all right, we can just go around this way. But yeah, things will be changing on the channel, but not straight away. That's what I'm saying. Right. So we're above the fields at the moment, and looks like people do use this track quite often, don't they, folks? It looks like the St Austell area is getting a bit of a dumping, so we will endeavour to carry on regardless, and get our bit of filming done a bit later on with the drone, that is. So we've got a lot of locations, folks, in the box ready to go and explore, but at this moment in time it's just a bit awkward. I don't really want to get soaked through, so we will endeavour to do as much as we can. Now, I did say earlier on a previous video that we are breaking up from work on the 18th of next month, so that gives me a good solid 2 weeks of going out there and getting some stuff done. Now, what I will do, folks, because I've got two really big locations that I want to film, I will dress up in all the winter kit and just go for it, rain or shine. Just get it documented, because the cameras that we're using there are completely waterproof. We've got the DJI Action 3 and 5 Pro, and we've got GoPros as well, which are waterproof, so there is no reason not to do it. I just need to get them done, and I want to try and get one done for the Christmas special, which will be quite a good one. We've got some cows in the field here, so I'm not wearing red or anything, so it should be all right. The cows don't like red, folks. I don't know if they're heifers or what, but hopefully they don't come over and too close to us. Moo! Hello, mooers. Now, a lot of people are scared of cows. The thing is, folks, their vision is totally different to what ours is, and we look a lot bigger to them than what we really are. So the thing is, if there was a bull in here, they would have had to have said so. They would have had to have put a sign up, but there is no sign. And if they are bulls, they're young ones, so there's no need to panic. Don't panic, said Captain Mannering, yes. So we've got an old farm building here that's been converted by the looks of it. Rather interesting. So Mrs. Curnow said that I better just get out and film, because if I don't, then I probably won't end up doing nothing apart from a live stream all weekend, which will be bad news, wouldn't it, folks? It would just be bad news. So we're out and we're smashing the video out. So if I can get a chance to film from the road down there in a minute, I think will try, but with the drone, that is. Just thought I heard a drone then. Couldn't have been. Oh well. Yeah, also, folks, if you're not used to going out in the countryside, make sure that you close the gates behind you. It's part of the country code, because I can imagine the farmer wouldn't be very happy if his cows were just wandering down the street and, you know, potentially they could get killed and hurt, which is not good. So if you're out in the countryside, just pay attention to what you're doing and make sure you close the gates. I've got the wrong shoes on again today. I'm a bloody idiot, but there you go, never mind. These things do happen. But it's a nice big cow pat there, look. Isn't that lovely? Not. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll walk around here, because that's going to be slippery there. Very slippery. See this gate here, folks? That's quite cool, isn't it? That's obviously been made by the local farmers. So it's like a kissing gate, folks. You get in it and you close it like that. It's quite good. It's really good. I like it. Very much like it. So, whoops. There we go, folks. Oh, I've got a wet foot now. It's not terribly good, is it? Not terribly good. Oh look, one of our old Kerno stickers is there. Wow. Can't believe that's still there after all this time. It's got to have been 12 months since I walked across there. Right, so what we're doing now is, oh no, look at that. Oh, darn it. Ah, fuck. Oh well, never mind. Part of walking out in the countryside, folks. Yeah, so be prepared to get your feet wet and potentially covered in cowpat, which is not terribly good. But there you go. That's what happens. You just got to grin and bear it. So this is the back road, folks, just outside of Pontsneuf. And I don't think a lot of people know about this particular road. But we do, because we're local. Yes, he's local. This is a local road for local people. There's nothing for you here. That's an ongoing joke, folks. Don't worry about it. Excuse me. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So it's a lovely, crisp day. Perfect for a walk. I might have to ring Mrs. Curnow and see if we can get some dinner a bit later. See what the lady likes. Got to keep the ladies happy, folks. So there is another wooded part over there, which I do believe it's private, but there is some interesting bits and pieces in there. So maybe at some stage in the future I might pluck up the courage and have a little nosy up there. Now, if any landowner are watching this and you like what we do, drop us an email. The email's somewhere in the description, and we'll come and investigate your land for you and maybe document if you've got any historical buildings that you would like filmed, or if you would like any paranormal investigation carried out at your property. Get in touch. Get in touch, folks. We don't bite. We're very approachable. But yet again, if you want to stir stuff, then it's a one-hit wonder, I'm afraid, because you will be blocked and removed as a van coming. So I've got to breathe in a bit, folks. Breathe in. All right, we'll let him go. Okay, Mr. Enterprise Man. It's all right, wasn't he? He put his hand up, so that was all right. Yeah, so you can't tar everyone with the same brush, folks. You know, not everyone's out there to get you or to cause stink, but we have had a few incidents over the last years since we've been doing YouTube. The channel's been going for 10 years, folks, and probably about 7 or 8 years ago we made it a bit more serious than what we have been doing, because it was just for fun really to start with, but now it's a historical documentation channel and exploring and the odd bit of urbex, paranormal, well, a bit of everything really, isn't it? This looks like an old barn here. Look, there's a gable wall there. It looks across, look, there's a part of a wall there, so that probably was like a lean-to for animals, I should imagine. Maybe horses or something like that. Looks like this has been flattened out here too, so this might have been a little courtyard. It's got that kind of vibe to it. And it looks like there might have been a gate there. Actually, this could be where the locals went to get their water, because years ago, folks, there was no mains water like we got now. You would have had to have got your water from the streams. And look, there's some cut stone over there. So this is obviously, there's something more about this than what meets the eye. There's a back of a gable wall there as well. And is that, I was going to say that's a fireplace, but it's not. No, it's just a stone that's fell out. So I have got a bit of an archaeological eye, folks, because I'm very much interested in that. Have been for many, many years. I used to watch Time Team religiously back in the day, and you do learn quite a bit through programs like that, how the ground lies and what have you. You can see that this field here has always had a leach going through it. Like you can see it's snaking its all its way down through, and I think that comes out down in Kennel Vale. So the waterways down here today are going to be quite heavy, and we're probably going to hear the river Kennel quite fiercely, folks, because we have had a fair bit of rain of late, and I can imagine that this river is probably at full flow today, so that'll be quite interesting to document. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look around down through the mills during the daytime, folks, because the last time we were here we did it at night time, and so this is a daytime visit. There probably will be other people there, I should imagine, so we'll just be polite, I guess. If they don't want to be on camera, then so be it. You know, the thing is, this is a public place, so therefore I am allowed to film, so it's all good. So we do know the law, folks. So this is this wood that I was saying about. It's got a fence there, sort of thing, but I do believe that a lot of locals go up and in there. So we've walked probably about half a mile from the bike right now. As you can see there, folks, that they've got a bit of a fence, but It's just there's no fence there. There's no signs or anything, so it's fair game, really, isn't it? You know. Excuse me. So there is a bit of a path there, so it is obviously private, but like I said, there is no signs and what have you. So I think me and David will be out again next week. We've got a couple of ideas for next week. I hope you enjoyed the time slip paranormal investigation that we did at the Stanton shelter at Perranporth Airfield. I'm hoping that's been received okay. It does take a lot of effort to do some of these videos, folks, but we do it because we like doing it, and we will continue to do it. So I'm not guaranteeing there will be a drone video, but hopefully there will be at the end. Depends how tired Mr. Kerno gets at the end. We've got an energy drink anyway, so should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Whoops, sorry about the crap camera work then, folks. We do get a bit crap at it sometimes. There we go. Oh yeah. So this is the entrance into Kennel Vale, and there's the sign right there, folks, as you can see. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So we're going to go make our way in and have a look around the whole site. So I think what we'll do is we'll head down to the bottom part and squirrel then. We'll slowly make our way up, which I think will be quite good. So here we are. This is it. There's the famous sign. So what we'll do is we will slowly make our way in a moment sorry about the fumbling about there. Multitasking. So this is the end of November, folks, and I'm not sure if we'll get down here again before New Year. We might do. We may do. So there's the water that's coming off from that leach that we've seen going through the field, and you can see it gushing underneath the path here, so there it is. There's a gate down there, unusual. There we go, that's coming off the field up above what we just seen a moment ago. So that's a small little leat. So this is all going to be filmed in real time, folks. I'm not going to cut anything, not unless anything bad happens, which I don't envisage. But yeah, so we will, like I've said before, 2 videos a week, 1 live stream a week. That's what we're aiming for, folks. At the moment, we're we're producing more than what I said, so it's a bit wet underfoot here. If you are coming down here, make sure you've got half decent shoes on. Sounds like there is people down here. Never noticed that before. There's like a foundation there, possibly for an overhead ropeway system, because there is evidence for that up the top here. May have had a lattice work metal system that, like a lot of mines used to have, an overhead ropeway system. I don't know that it did have that, but that could be something to do with it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hope you're enjoying so far. I'm hoping we can complete all this today. Be good if we can. You can see down below us now, don't know if you can see it, darkish shapes down there. That's another building what was, and there's another leak system that's no longer in use there. You can see it going along there, which is quite interesting. So I do believe I've done paranormal investigation down in that building there before, a few years ago now. I think we might have had David with us. Yeah. Right, I'm going to take... So this is an artist's impression of what the mill would have been like, folks. Now, obviously, we've seen these buildings, and they would have had the cog system, which we've seen, and then it would have been a cast iron shaft to the next room, which was in the roof part, and then there would have been two grinding stones which went around, which were water driven, and it would have crushed the ingredients for gunpowder, and that's how it was. So what we'll do now is we'll slowly make our way down into the valley. So let's go, folks. So just give you an idea of what the water's doing today. The end part of November, as you can see, folks, it's pretty much in full flood. We've got part of the mill next to it here, but we do have a lot of people around us, so we're going to have to take our time going through. Anyway, we'll be back when we get... Okay, so we're approaching the first mill, and some of these are in good condition, some of them are not. But as we've seen from the diagram, folks, the shaft would have came in through the bottom there and would have came up into this top chamber where the grinding stones would have been, folks. So there's quite a few of these along here. This is where the water wheel would have been. So it would have been an overshoot system. There would have been a sluice gate right there. And on this side there would have been obviously a duplicate of what we've seen here, just briefly. Grinding stone above, grinding the ingredients for gunpowder. So these buildings, they stagger up through this valley. They're utilising the power of the water, which they would have tapped in on different sizes of the river here, the river Kennel. And yeah, we've got another one here again. They are in various different states of repair, folks. So some of them are better than others. Looks like this has been repaired. As you can see, we've still got water flowing from where the sluice gate would have been. And there we go, that's the actual where the water wheel would have been. Massive cog going through into both buildings, which would have powered the milling stones for the production of gunpowder. Now, it's been reported back in the early 1900s there was an explosion here, and quite a few of the operatives were killed. This is why this valley holds a lot of mystery regarding paranormal, and this is why we come down here every so often to carry out an investigation, because lives were lost here basically, folks. So there's another side view of the gunpowder mill. As you can see, there's still render on the walls there, like a lime wash, which is amazing. So these steps here have been in for quite a while. They're looking quite worse for wear, to be honest, but they're still holding out, folks. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So we've got the leat still actually running today, which is amazing. We've got more water ingress from above there, folks, which is amazing. Now, there is mine workings in this valley, but I know where one or two is, but I don't really want to do what our friend Bunnacam does, and that's going underwater this time of year. But big up Bunnacam, go and subscribe, folks. Say that we sent you. So we've got, this is a water retention pool here, and this water originally would have went down this leat and powered those mills that we've just looked at already. And you can see the water management system there. Pretty amazing, really. So original steps, presumably making our way up to the next mill. Some of these steps are original, folks, which is pretty darn cool, I'd say. All right, making our way up. So here we've got an original sluice control there. That looks like original timber there as well, folks, which I think is just amazing. There's the water wheel pit again, and then we've got the next mill, which is pretty cool. So above us we've got the sluice, and that's what would have powered this mill that we've just walked past, and the one that we're walking up to now. Now this one's quite interesting because I never noticed that. Look, there's a little tunnel down there, presumably to control the water. I think we might have to take a break again because there's more people coming, folks. We don't really want to get people on video, so I do apologise about that. So yeah, we've got the original steps. I think we might as well just go down and have a little look. Might gives it those people a chance to get by without me stopping filming. So we've got looking straight through the mill there, folks, and we're going to, I think me and David have done a ghost investigation down here quite some time ago. So obviously this wall that we're looking at here is original to the site, and there's the river kennel, and as we can see there's another like a sluice bridge just up there, which is quite interesting. So let's have a look at the mill here, folks. I'm pretty sure this is where me and David did an investigation one time, and we did capture some anomalies, which is quite interesting. So I think we'll have to try it again sometime. So here we've got where the water wheel was, folks. We can see the buildings very clearly. You can see what it was all about. And then in here we've got the holding down bolts there where they would have held the apparatus from when it was working. So let's have a little look over here. So it is quite interesting to see where the water would have came out, because you can see there that the water would have came out there quite a bit, and of course the river itself has never really stopped. It's always kept going, like, you know. So we've got the next mill up there, so we'll go up there in a moment. So what we'll do now is we'll head back. Now I think with this particular mill here, the water would have went underground here. This is what I think. Yeah, there's a hole down there, folks. So if we was brave, maybe during the summertime we might actually go underneath there and have a little nosy. That would be quite interesting. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. So quite a lot of engineering involved in this location. Right, we're going to take a short break, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're moving on. We're just above where the mills we just looked at from down at level ground. So we're now making our way towards the top part of the site. Now, further on up here, folks, there is original parts of the mill still in situ. So we've got another leat system here, and we can see this one very clearly. They're all slightly different. I've just noticed that the water works of this particular site, they're all slightly different. So there would have been a sluice gate up there quite clearly, and I think what we'll do carefully, if you do come down here, folks, be careful, because there is some sudden drops and what have you. So if you've got children, just be careful. Common sense, really. So there we go. There's looking up. It's quite a substantial building, this one. But they're all pretty substantial, but some of them they look bigger than the others. So let's make our way back up. Thing is, folks, every time I come down here, there's always something else we notice. It's like today, I've noticed that the water system here is all slightly different. It's not all the same. These steps look original, to be fair. Fairly steep and slippery. So let's go inside. There we go, we're inside one now. I think the lens might have a bit of a dampness on it. Try and get that off. Right, so they've got a rail here, which is rather nice, and it's starting to rain. Brilliant. Okay, so we're now at the very top, I think. So another sluice there, which would have controlled the amount of water that went down into the water wheel, and another mill there, which is totally taken over by nature. So looks like wet here. Right, okay, we've got by that one all right. Another sluice just above us. So this site predated Hale Towans dynamite works, I believe. This site's older. So presumably, when the explosion happened here, they moved production from here down to Hale. This is what I'm guessing. It's something along those lines. So here we are. This is the one that's the most complete, and it still has its, well, parts of its water wheel. It doesn't have all of it. So there would have been a stamp on the side, and it would have said where it was made. So such as Harvey's of Hale, Perrin Foundry, maybe even Holman's, and there's a couple other besides that as well. So this one here, it looks like the wall is given out, and it's all buried in there by the looks of it. So if you were to do an archaeological dig in there, you might end up finding a few bits from the site. So let's just have a look. Can we actually see a name? Yeah, there is. Truro. Look at that. Wow, bugger me. I never noticed that before. So it always pays to look, folks. So I'll just get the camera in there a minute. Can you see that? It says Truro. So it's made in Truro. Wow. Whoops. Sorry about the crap camera work there. It's a bit difficult one-handed. So this water wheel was made in Truro. Amazing. So inside here we've got original cogs. Still in situ, at least they were. So I think we'll use this as the thumbnail, folks. So there we are. So there it is, folks. Amazing. Right, we're not quite finished here yet. So when this was working, this wheel down here would have spun really, really fast. And so there would have been another cog system here, which would have shafted the shaft up, and then the cogs up above us up here, folks, basically. But this wheel would have turned really, really quick. And it's really great to see that it's still there. Right, so we're going to make our way over the bridge. Hope you're enjoying this, by the way. It's not really the best of days to go out exploring, but we're out, folks. If it was a bit drier, I would take you up to the other parts, which is very interesting. But we're not going to do that today. We'll leave that for another time. We have been up there with David. So, the famous bridge. Quite a famous bridge, this one. Yeah. You know where this is? Look for the Kerno sticker. We have hidden a few in plain sight. Right, we're running out of these ones now. So if you know, you know. Right. Well, that's pretty much it, folks. I hope you enjoyed. I was quite sensitive about what I was filming because there's lots of kids around and people don't like their kids being filmed, so that's fair dues, isn't it? You know, I wouldn't like that either, so we are quite respectful when we're out. So we've got another retaining wall there, which I've always wondered what that is all about. So I think we'll have a little nosy at this one. Looks like there was another wall there which has been pulled down. But yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? What is it all about? So obviously some kind of storage. So that the building would have been in that bit there, folks, which is quite interesting, really. Just climb up here briefly, just to have a little brief look. So what I'll do is I'll get you on the stick a minute, so you can have a look. So what's up there, folks? Anything of interest or not really? It'd be nice if there was a windlass up there. I know there's a quarry there, so it's possibly something to do with the quarry. But until I edit that, I'm not going to know. So, right. Quite warm now. It's quite chilly when I started, but now very warm. Right. So let's just have a brief look here a moment. So here's the quarry, and it does look fairly deep, to be honest. I noticed in the summer, it does dry out quite a bit, and looks almost like you could get across to the other side, but don't think I would want to try that. Not really. It's always a good date code of when you're looking at places like this. If you see little holes Usually they're drill rod holes, so it dates it from like 1870 right up to like 1950s. So yeah, quite interesting. I'm sure one of our group experts could possibly explain more. But yeah, quite a decent walk today. Now, I cannot guarantee that I will get the drone up, but I will try, most definitely. So we can just do a hover over the whole site, presumably, hopefully. So this probably was a forge or something along those lines. I've always thought that it could be a blacksmith forge. It does look like that, but we don't know, folks. We don't really know, but presumably. So this whole area is very interesting indeed, and so much history here, folks, which goes back at least a couple hundred years, if not a bit more. So very interesting spot. So we've got the hut where we did a ghost hunt ages back, and we did capture some strange anomalies there. But I think one day what's going to happen with that is the roof is going to just fall in, and it's leaking as well. So, but presumably it's a compressor in there, or a generator, or something along those lines, folks. But yeah, the roof has started to give out, so I'm surprised that they haven't actually done something with that. It is a reinforced roof, so it's not going to go just like that, but when it does go, it really will go. Hopefully there's no one inside. So we've got presumably compressed air pipe, so that might donate that is a compressor in there. That's what that could be. Now we've got these two workshops, I dare say. Now it looks like there was an internal railway system here, because the reason I say that, little narrow gauge, is look, the evidence is right there, folks. Very clear. So we've got, do you know, I've never looked down here before. This is rather interesting. So what we've got down here, so we've got brick built structure. Oh, look at this foundation, and we've got more wood down here, folks. Do you know, I've never been down this bit. So we have got a bit of new stuff today, which is really cool. We've got another pipe here, look. So, and another pipe there. Hang on a bit. Look at this, folks. It's ablutions, toilets. God, I can't believe I've never seen this before. Flipping heck. It's clearly the toilets. How many times have we come here? Didn't even know that was there. Good God. That's amazing. So we've got a sheer drop down there, which we want to try and avoid. So this was a toilet, folks, basically. It looks almost like World War II kind of construction, doesn't it? Good Lord. Well, there you go, folks. We've learnt something new today. Did not know that was there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're at right at the back of the workshop, if you want to call it that. Let's walk over the mud. So there's toilets in there, folks. I can't believe we didn't know that. So we've got another, oh yeah, we know about this bit here. So that is really interesting. So something new. So I think what we'll have to do is just take a couple of pictures. It's just basically just to add to what we already know about the site here, folks. Absolutely amazing. I cannot believe I didn't know about that. So there you go. Our motto is, the more you seek, the more you find. How flipping true is that? What a true statement, eh? So I think we are coming to the end part of our video. So we've got a massive like retaining wall here, and it looks like there's a lot of like material up there as well, which has all been broken up. Wait a minute, I just spied something else, folks. I've just spied something else. So we've got this foundation here, which presumably was for an overhead ropeway system. That looks like almost like a man-made arch there. It's rather interesting. We've never really looked up here before on the right, so that's all a bit of an unknown. So I think the star find today was finding those toilets, because I didn't know they were there. So this probably was a quarry before I can't see it up there now, folks. I'm just trying to multitask, which is, you know. This was probably a quarry before the gunpowder works. I think we'll have to do some digging on that. If there's a group expert on the panel there which knows differently, please put it in the comments. Thank you. So this building here is increasingly decayed, and this Harris fencing has been up around it for a long time, and you'd think they would restore that and make that into like an area where you could like just shelter out the weather. Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. It is for free. And if you really enjoyed it, why not become a member for as little as 99p? And also, if you really like what we do and you want us to encourage to do more, then you can buy me a coffee. There will be a link in the description. I don't always put that in the description, but if you were to go to the post page, you'll notice that there is a link there somewhere. Have a look, folks. Anyway, I'm finished now. Just like to say, see you next time. Cheers and gone.